Have you ever felt like you can't afford to make a mistake? Like even the small slip, like making a typo, a bad decision in your eyes, or something awkward? Because for me, I've had that, and I still have a lot. Throughout these few months, I have consumed so much content about how to be successful, more confident, richer, wealthier, or more productive. But yet, like, one thing that really stops me is this of being fearful of being wrong and not being perfect. The other day I was reading the book Atmosphere by Jenkins, Reid, and one line really stuck with me for a while, and it was, the world had decided that to be fallible was to be weak, but we are all fallible, and the strong ones are the ones who accept it. And to be fallible are essentially to accept and embrace your mistakes, and I find it super powerful because for me, yes, I've always known that making mistakes are a part of learning, and however, knowing it and accepting it are completely different things. For me, like even something tiny at one time, like sending an email with a grammatical error, made me spiral, and I instantly think that person will notice, or if I post this or I did that, I might look stupid, I might look embarrassing. But lately I just realized that's so far from the truth, and it's basically me being fearful of being seen as a human being. And the irony is, the more I try not to make mistakes, the more I feel fearful of trying new things. For example, I tried to learn Spanish for 6 months around 3 years ago, and I was actually smashing it for a little bit. I even got a tutor, and then I was so motivated, but the harder it got, the more mistakes I made, and I started to feel like, oh, maybe I should just have a little pause, because it's starting to get a little bit overwhelming, as in I am trying to avoid those mistakes. And now, like, the more experiences I had, the more people I talked to, or the more books I read, I realized perfectionism to me is a really fancy way for me to stay safe in my comfort zone and not even trying to stretch my comfort zone a tiny bit. And this is what gets a little bit confusing, because in my head I was like, okay, I don't want to stretch my comfort zone because I'm going to maintain my boundaries, which is so true. I don't think you should stretch your comfort zone or like not honor your boundaries when you get super uncomfortable. But that had gotten to a point where I was just not trying new things for a while, not having new experiences, and avoiding a lot mentally. And that's when I knew I was stunting my growth a lot. I guess that's why I'm filming this, because to practice being okay with not having a perfect take. And to be honest with you, this is my second take of doing this, because I realized I was not looking into the camera at all, because I was a little bit nervous, but it's okay. Even if I'm still not looking at the camera all the time, I am trying to embrace it, and even if I don't have the perfect words, it's okay. It's a new beginning for me, and that's completely fine. So I guess this is what Unfelt Diaries would be for me. A space for me to embrace the gentle chaos that we have, and to talk through things that I myself am still learning. For example, today, like being fallible, and maybe even reminding someone else in this world that you don't need to have it all together either. So yeah, this is not some how to stop making mistakes, how to not do this, not to that, how to do this video. It's more like how I myself am still trying to live with them in general. Anyways, if you're watching this, I want to say thank you for taking your time, because I always believe time is so precious to every single one of you, and including me. I hope this video reminds you that being fallible doesn't make you weak. It does make you alive though. And thank you so much again for being here. Even if no one is watching this, even if it's just a little tiny digital footprint out here, just me talking to the camera myself, it's a start. And yeah. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Bye.